Hey guys, Prof Sales coming at you with a video, and today's video is a subject that I'm very passionate about. If you don't watch any videos on my channel, I would say watch this one, because this one encompasses everything I believe about inspiration and motivation to be in this business. So recently a comment was made on the channel about haul videos, and I'd made a comment that I was not a big fan of videos where resellers show you, hey, I bought these 12 items and these 10 items, and look at this great doodad I found, this awesome thing over here, and look how much money I made. And I made the comment that I'm not a fan of haul videos in general, and I wanted to expand on that because I wanted to explain basically why I have this channel and why I distribute content in the manner in which I do. So let's get right into that. So first off, let me say that there's nothing wrong with a haul video per se. I don't believe they're evil or they're going to harm you as a reseller. Nothing like that. There's a certain fascination we all have with seeing what other people have bought and can make great money on. Just basically, I attribute this to this voyeuristic tendency we all have as human beings, that we want to see successful people and their success. Look at a show like The Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. For those of you a little older, maybe you remember that one. But on that show, the guest would take you inside the homes of fabulously wealthy people who had expensive homes, swimming pools, tennis courts, 15-car garages, sports cars, luxury cars, jet planes, all kinds of opulence. And, there's a certain fascination with that. It's like, ooh, look at that, how cool that is and how nice that is. But that's not really inspiring. And let me explain what I mean by that. I don't believe in life or business that you get your inspiration from others. You can look at what other people have done and say, they were successful that way, and maybe that's a means of success for me. But to look at someone else and say, they're inspiring me to be better at what I'm doing. That's not really what happens inside of us. We don't get our inspiration from other people. We can get ideas from other people about things that may be inspiring to us. But, I was a huge Chicago Bulls fan in the 90s. And when Michael Jordan and the Bulls were winning all those championships, I watched virtually every game that they played for many years there. But never once did I think to myself, man, I want to play in the NBA because I want to be like Michael Jordan. First of all, aside from my limited physical and talent abilities, I was never going to be Michael Jordan. I can be Jason, but I can't be Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan didn't grow up thinking he was going to be somebody else. He may have saw other players and thought, I could take a little bit from this person, a little bit from that person, but ultimately, he had to take what he saw and make it his own. He had to put his own stamp on it. And that's what all successful people do, whether they're in business or celebrity or athlete, politician, whomever. They take the sum total of all life's experiences and take their inner inspiration and apply that to all those experiences and all those observations and come up with their own path to success. So let's go back to the reselling community, the entrepreneurial community. I started by watching Ronnie Hart's videos. I started watching Steve Rakin's videos early on when I thought about reselling, because I thought, maybe I want to do some reselling. Let's see what's out there. And they were the first few that came up when I did a search. And I thought, clothing might be a great way to make some money. But never once did I watch Ronnie, who pulled off some Louis Vuitton item that he bought for $5 and flipped for 50 and thought, I'm going to go get all Louis Vuitton items. Now, I know that might sound a little bit sacrilegious to the reseller community, but you don't really become successful in this business by looking at what other people sell and trying to do exactly what they do. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but the biggest reasons are that you are an individual. You have your own strengths, your own weaknesses, but you have your own inner source of inspiration that has to come from in here, in the heart. It doesn't come from what you see on YouTube. It doesn't come from what you, and here I am, a YouTuber, saying that. I mean, how ridiculous is that? I can't give you inspiration. I can't give you drive. I can't give you motivation. I can't do any of those things. I can't make you get up in the morning and go buy items and list them and ship them and pack them up and ship them. I can't do that. I can't make you want to be successful. I can't. All I can do is describe to you some paths that you may choose. But ultimately, you're going to end up taking your own path. And it may be a combination of me or this person or that. So when I see haul videos, the haul videos are wrapped up around the items. That's the focus of the haul video, is items. But really, what the focus of videos should be, to me, if you're trying to teach people, which is what I'm doing here on Prof Sales, I'm trying to help you guys learn how to be better at your business. What you should do is you should show people how to put in place processes, how to think about their business, not what to go buy exactly. I mean, that's got limited utility, especially when it's a bunch of one-off items that you're not likely to find just because someone else found it. The mental processes, it's kind of like teaching a man to fish, right? It's the old Bible story that, you feed a man a fish and he'll eat for a day, but you teach him to fish and he'll eat for a whole lifetime. It's the same thing. It's the same concept. You have to learn to fish. You can't be given fish or shown, well, there's one fish over there. There's one item you can buy over there. Well, that's one item. But what's the mindset to get to that item? And it's a fine line sometimes, but these haul videos, a lot of times, and I've done a couple of them on here, but even there, I don't like doing them. In some ways, they come off as a brag. They come off as, and I'm not saying in every case, and I'm not saying with every reseller out there, and everybody's got a different way, but in some ways, a haul video is, hey, look at me and how great I did. It's just like the lifestyles of the rich and famous that we spoke about earlier. It's like, look at this huge mansion I built because I have so much money and I'm so successful. That's fine. I mean, if people want to do that and if you want to watch that, more power to you. But don't think for a minute that you're going to watch those videos and go out and have success just because somebody else found 8 cool items this week. You can learn about items. There are people who make haul videos and there's resellers who make haul videos and they try to teach you the mental process they went through to do that. Somebody like Pete, the Craigslist hunter, great example. Pete does what you might consider a haul video from time to time. He's like, look at this cool item I got. But Pete walks you through the steps that he took to get it. He walks you through the mindset that he had. You can learn something from that. The focus of the video is not Pete's awesome item that he sold for $300 that he bought for $20. The focus of the video is, here was Pete's mindset, here were the steps he took, the process he went through to find this item. Learn from that. Take from that. Take that, use your inner inspiration, which comes from inside you, and apply it to your situation. Because no matter who you watch on these videos, no matter what reseller you choose to watch, whether it's me or any of the dozens, if not hundreds of other resellers out there making YouTube videos, you are not going to do it just like I do. You are not going to run your business just like I do. You're not. And you shouldn't. And the reason is very, very simple. Because you're not me and I'm not you. What works in general for me is not always going to work for you because of all kinds of reasons. Your family situation, your job situation if you have one, your health, your capital, your means of transportation, the area you live in and can source, the network of people you have supporting you, your space where you live. I mean, there are so many factors. So for me to make a bunch of videos and saying, hey guys, I'm Prof Sales, go out and buy these 10 items. I could do that. I could do that. But I'd prefer to say, hey, these 10 brands of jeans tend to do well. So if you want to get into selling jeans, think about these 10 brands the next time you're out somewhere where there's jeans for sale. And if you don't like those 10 brands of jeans, or you don't want to sell jeans, period, go on to eBay if you want. And if you want to be a clothing reseller, look up some brands. Look up what items are selling for. Look at sell-through. Look at sales velocity. Look at how long it's taking items to complete. You know, and what types of formats they're being sold in. That's the mental part that will make you successful. It's all up here, guys. It's not what you're going to see on this little screen. It's just not. So I don't want you to come away from this video thinking there's no value in haul videos. But I don't watch them. I don't care for them. I watched some of them at the beginning, and then I realized I'm not really going to learn much from this. It's not going to further my business goals. It's not going to make me a better reseller. So if I get into a video, and by the way, not every reseller out there does whose haul video is over here not so great. It might be a great video the next time. They may talk about all kinds of mental processes they went through. But if it just becomes show and tell in front of a camera, I'm not interested. I'm just not. It's nothing negative about anybody, but I want to learn from people that I watch. My time is valuable. Your time is valuable. So if you're spending your time watching a video, you need to get some sort of return on your investment of time. We've talked about time numerous times. And to me, that is what's going to make you successful in your business. And I think it makes you successful in life. You know, if I told you to become, if you wanted to become an actor, you could go watch a bunch of movies of people giving great performances, but I don't know if you'd really learn that much or not. You might learn how Kevin Spacey does it. You might learn how Meryl Streep does it, but you're not going to learn how you do it. You're not them. And you're not me, and I'm not you. So find your own path. Draw the inspiration from inside. Let your own heart and desires come out through your business. You know, what you're passionate about is probably what you're going to be good at. Now, you can be good at things you're not passionate about, but ultimately, what you're really going to be good at is what you're passionate about. So whatever your passions are in this business, focus and channel those into your business. If you have a passion around a certain type of product or a certain type of sourcing or a certain platform you want to sell on, do that. You don't need a haul video to tell you that. You just need what's already inside you. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. I just think it's the better way to approach reselling and life. You go with what's in your heart. And that's going to lead your brain, it's going to lead your hands, it's going to lead your feet to where you want to go. And don't worry about other people's success. Don't worry about how that awesome item they found. Don't spend your time searching for it. It's silly. And you're probably not going to find it. If you do happen upon it one day, great. But I know there's people out there who will say haul videos tell you what to be on the lookout for. So is your strategy to watch every haul video on YouTube and write down or make a note of every single item that those haul videos tell you? Because I'm going to tell you something. First of all, that's not even going to be close to the number of items that are out there that are profitable to sell. Not even close. Not even a fraction of a fraction, hardly. Second of all, you're going to spend all this time making a list, mental or physical or whatever, that you're probably never going to utilize once in a blue moon. You've got to develop this to become successful in this business. Chad, the Golden Finger Picker, has a great saying. He says, one of the things I learned in this business early on was don't walk by money. Don't walk by a valuable item. But do you really think that Chad, for all the years he's been reselling, that the only way, or even the primary way, that he got his knowledge about what's good to sell and not is by watching other people's? Sure, he might pick up an item here or there, but Chad's developed his intuition over years. He's looked at items and thought, and he's developed the ability to look at an item and say, that might be worth something. So I'm gonna research that. Not Joe last week made a video about it and I know it's worth something. It's just not that often that's gonna happen. It's just not worth the time. I mean, if you watched 100 hours of haul videos on eBay or about eBay or Amazon, what percentage, how many hours would you have to go out in the world before you would find 10% of the items you saw? I'd say you might spend your whole rest of your life doing it and might not find 10% of them. Now, I know somebody is going to comment and say, I watched a haul video the other day and I found 8 items they said and 6. I get it. But those are the outliers. Those are the abnormalities. Those are outside the curve. They're not what normally happens. What normally happens is you develop your reselling mindset. You let the passion you have for this business, you let the passion you have for reselling come out, and that's what you pursue. And you're going to have to spend some time going through items that aren't going to make you any money. You're going to even buy some of them. A prime example is being a book reseller. If you want to go send in books to Amazon, you can make a 6-figure income sending in books to Amazon. You absolutely can. But guess what? You're going to have to go out and scan and look through thousands of books. Thousands. You're not going to walk in a Goodwill every time and pull out 50 books or 100 books that are great. Yeah, it's going to happen sometimes, but it's not going to be the norm. You're going to walk into some stores and come out with nothing. So what good would it do to watch a haul video on books to resell on Amazon? Because you're going to find that one book or those 10 books that they talked about? It's possible. But the better method is to just check all of them. Because there's going to be some there that no one's ever found or no one's made a video about, at least, even if they did find them, that are very profitable to sell. But you're not going to know that if you don't get out there, put your boots on the pavement, get out there and scan those items and find out. Same thing with me and jeans. I know a lot of the brands I like to buy, but I can't walk in a store and say, this store probably has 6 of the brands I like to buy. I don't know till I look through them. I don't know till I go through 300 pair of jeans. There's no way to know. And every once in a while I find one that I've never found before. I would never find that if I didn't get out there and look. It's hard work, guys. That's why you got to have the passion for it. You can't just think you're going to walk in and walk out places and find these things that people, show on haul videos a lot of times. It's just not that common. Mindset, processes, ways to source, those are valuable. Any video that shows you those, haul or otherwise, is worth watching. But, if you just want to feel good for somebody else and enjoy their success, that's all you're going to get from a lot of them. Sorry if this sounded like a rant. It wasn't. It was meant to be inspiring to you. It meant to be inspiring to find your own way in this and just, think about what's coming from inside you and letting that flow through your business, not what you're receiving from the outside and trying to internalize that and make it your own and make it not to find your inspiration from other people. I just don't think that's how we find inspiration. Inspiration comes from within. It comes from within. You can admire other people's inspiration. There's nothing wrong with that. You can admire the life they live and the deeds they accomplish. There's nothing wrong with that. But they're not your deeds and they're not your life. And they're not reflective of your inspiration. So find your own path. Find your own way. Don't rely on, external influences to say you got to go get this. Look for this. It's just not worth your time, guys, or your energy, and it's not what you're going to be passionate about. Find your own methods. You're going to fail and you're going to have successes. Doesn't matter. It's all a process. This is a process forever. You never, ever will master being in business for yourself. There is no such thing. You will see success in the sense of your business growing, profits, maybe you hire people, whatever. You will see signs of your success, but you'll never master it because there's always things to learn. And the market is always changing. E-commerce is always changing. And guess what? Slowly but surely, you are changing, just like I am. It's incremental sometimes for the most of our lives, but you change gradually over time. I feel like I evolve every week in this business. Every week I feel sometimes radically different about things. I've got some things I'm doing. Just last night, I walked through a whole list of goals and a whole list of processes for things that I want to do over the next 3 to 6 months. And I'll be sharing those with you guys soon. But you're going to do that too. You cannot stay a prisoner to one mindset or one way of doing things. It's just not the way this business is. So embrace that. Let your passion flow into that. Accept that it's going to be different tomorrow and even different next week and next month. And just embrace it. Enjoy it. It's a good thing. Don't let it stress you out because it's not really stressful. It's just how we evolve and change. Nothing stays the same forever. And, I think if you do that, you're going to find your own passion and your own inspiration, and you won't need to look to anyone else, me or anyone else, for that. It's within you. Sorry if I got a little Tony Robbins on you there at the end, but he's a good guy. All right, guys, so hopefully the video was helpful for you. If it was, please hit the like button down below. I really appreciate it. Leave me a comment, good, bad, or otherwise. If you totally disagree with me, all right, just keep it civil. That's all I ask. And if you want to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. I love to have you guys, get that email so you can see the video. You don't have to wait, because that's how we build a community here on eBay, or here on YouTube rather. And I really do appreciate all the comments and all the love you guys have shown me in this community. It really means a lot to me, and I'm just here to help you. And that's my goal, here to help you any way that I can. All right. So until next time, this is Prof Sales saying good sales to you.